Okay, we're going to do a little tutorial on what we talked about yesterday regarding the period of a signal and its relationship to frequency. Okay, we're going to demonstrate this through Audacity. So some of you have perhaps used Audacity. If you haven't, if you go to the Google search, you can find Audacity. They have a Windows version. They also have a Mac version. So the icon looks like this here. Okay. So just download the most recent version. So when we go and you get it downloaded, you click on it. Different tools along this toolbar. But what we're going to do is we're going to go to Generate. We're going to go to Tone, but you can also do different types of noise. Excuse me, other types of sound. Let's go to Tone. We are going to you have different options: sine wave, square wave, sawtooth. Right now we're just going to do sine wave. You can specify the frequency. You can specify the amplitude. 0 to +1, 0 to -1, so we'll set it to about 0.5 so it doesn't go outside of the boundaries of the track. And that's not what we want. So generate, tone. We're going to use this all semester, so it's in seconds. There you can see this is 2.2 of a second. So when we go to our conversion, there's 1,000 milliseconds in a second. So this is 0.2 second. You can click here and you can zoom in. All you do is click and then drag your cursor. We'll zoom in, and there you can see your sine wave. Okay, and if you zoom in really far, which we'll talk about this in chat when we talk about digital signal processing, you can see all of the processed points of this digital signal, but we'll talk about that at another time. Wanted you to see this. So there you have 1,000 hertz tone. I'm going to hit mute. I'm going to click outside of the area here, so it brings up a new track. I'm going to go generate, tone. This time we're going to use 500 hertz. Use the same. Oh, let me cancel that. Let me go under generate, tone, 500 hertz, sine wave, 0.5. Want to do it in the same. Well, that didn't work. Well, sometimes you get them in their different lengths. So if you zoom in, though, you can zoom in and then slide your cursor, then you'll see both of them. Yeah, that's what I did, but it's okay, you'll see them. So you want to try to get them the same length, but sometimes they don't turn out that way. And you can remove this by clicking there, dragging your cursor, holding it and highlighting it, and then hit delete. Now you have the two signals. If you click, you get a hold of both of them. So you click here And pull your arrow over and then down. It will highlight those. And then you can zoom in a bit more. And now you can see the difference. So if we were to do this one here, the period would go from here to here. Okay. Did one of these, period would go from here to here. So it's about half the time, obviously, because it's a higher frequency. So higher frequency sounds have shorter periods. So if we measured, click here. So the time it takes for the period of a 500 hertz sound, which is longer, there are 2 cycles in a 1000 hertz tone. Okay, so that's the inverse relationship between period and frequency. Okay, higher frequencies have shorter periods. So there you go. That's the period of that sound. Okay. And then lower frequencies have longer periods. That's the period of that sound. So we will use Audacity quite a bit to demonstrate different concepts in the course. So I'd like you to download it. Friday we will probably be using it to do some other things. There's that. If you want to generate a noise, you can pick white, pink, brownie, and we'll talk about different noises, but we'll do white noise. Click OK. Click on it. All right, this is what I showed you in class. You zoom in. Here's your example of an aperiodic signal. Okay, so these are your zoom. So there's your aperiodic signal. There is no periodicity. So unlike the pure tone, which is completely periodic, white noise is an example of an aperiodic sound. We will also talk about quasi-periodic sounds. And quasi-periodic sounds are sounds that are produced by the human vocal tract, and we'll talk about that. But for now, that's a little tutorial on periodicity, on the relationship between frequency and period, and a little intro to Audacity. But again, download Audacity so you have it for this semester.